Hey everybody, Miss Lauren here with Sultana Education Foundation. If you wanted to make your beaver puppet craft today but didn't know how to do it and couldn't make it to virtual toddler time in our Nature's Builder session, you're in the right place. I'm here to show you how to make it. It'll end up looking something like this. So what you're going to need is your paper bag and a glue stick. You can also use liquid glue if you want. So what you're going to do, I'm going to angle my camera down, is dump out the contents of your paper bag, and you should have this funny looking big piece right here. That's going to be the tail, two eyes, a piece of white paper that looks like little pants, two ears, a nose, and some arms. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our paper bag, and you see how there's this little flappy part? You're going to put that down on the table like this. And we're going to start gluing stuff to the back of our beaver. So we're going to take our glue stick and put a little bit of glue on the top corner right here. That's where our beaver's ear is going to go. So we're going to stick it there and hold it down for a little bit, maybe like 5 seconds. So it's nice and good and stuck on. And look at that, we have one ear. So since beavers have two ears, like a lot of other animals, including us, you're going to glue this other corner and grab your other ear and stick it right there and hold it down real good. All right, look at that. Our ears are stuck on. All right, so next we're going to add our beaver's arms. So we're going to put that kind of below this little crease you can see right here. So I'm going to add a strip of glue right here below that and glue one of our arms on there. And then do the same thing on the other side. Like that. So it's nice and good and stuck on. Like that. Alright, so for our last part on the back of our beaver, we're going to put a glob of glue right here, kind of in the middle, but towards the bottom. We're going to stick on our beaver's tail. Like that. Beavers use their tail when they're making their dens to live in, and they use mud and sticks to build up dams in the river, and a lot of times the beaver will just use its tail to slap the mud into place. Very strong. They also use their tail to communicate with other beavers, so if you hear a splash, other beavers know something's wrong. Alright, so I'll hold it up, and this is what you should have so far. Alright, so now we're going to work with the front part of our beaver, so I'm going to put our little flappy part face up. So I'll angle my camera down again, and we're going to add the eyes next. We'll put a little glob of glue right here and hold it on. A cool thing about beaver dens is that the entire thing is called a lodge, and it has two separate rooms in it that are called dens. One is for the beavers to dry off in, and then the other is for the beavers to live in, and the entrance is underwater so other animals can't see it as well. Alright, so we're going to add our other eye. Another glob of glue right there. Stick that eye on. Hold it down a little bit. Alright, it wouldn't be a toddler time craft video without some jokes. So, what is a beaver's favorite singer? Justin Bieber. Cracked myself up. Alright, we're going to add the nose next, put it right beneath the eyes. In the last joke, we talked about how a beaver's favorite singer is called Justin Bieber, which may or may not be true, I guess. But Justin Bieber is from Canada, and beavers are the national animal of Canada. They're even on their 5-cent piece. Alright, so far we have our ears, our arms, our tail, our face. Last thing we need to do is grab this little white piece that looks like pants, and those are going to be our teeth. So this might be a little tricky, so follow along. What we're going to do is put a little strip of glue along that top part of our teeth. We're going to pick it up. We're going to flip this flap up and glue it right under the flap. So you'll be holding it on like this. You'll hold it on nice and good. A fun fact about beaver teeth is that they never stop growing. So if they didn't eat wood or tree bark, they would just be as long as the beaver was alive, I guess. So they keep growing, they'd be incredibly long, but eating that wood helps saw them down. They do not eat meat, they are herbivores, so they just eat plants and things like that, and they are nocturnal, so they are only up at night. Alright, so we have our beaver puppet like this. You can play around with it and have fun. So I hope you enjoyed this craft today. There are more crafts coming up in our toddler time session, but until then, have a good one.